Hoy es un gran día para todos nosotros. Es un día muy especial porque hoy vemos el resultado del esfuerzo realizado por todos estos años. Esta celebración de hoy es el fruto del trabajo del grupo de personas. Gracias a su dedicación, hemos logrado dominar con gran satisfacción nuestro paso por este centro docente. A estas personas les queremos dar las gracias y reconocer su trabajo. Estos son nuestros maestros, nuestros padres y todo el personal que trabaja en la escuela. Hoy iniciamos una nueva etapa de nuestra escuela. Cambiaremos de escuela, de maestros y hasta de compañeros de clase, pero la mejor manera de cambiar es nuestro deseo de superación, el amor y el esfuerzo. El amor y el respeto hacia nuestros maestros, nuestros padres.
May we now present to you our principal.
First of all, I'd like to welcome a couple of special guests. On the dais, I'd like to welcome and thank Ms. Navarro, who is the Vice President of our Community School Board. Ms. Navarro. Sitting next to Ms. Navarro is Jennifer Rapp, who is the President of Hunter College and former student of Henry. We all know Ms. O'Neill is sitting at my right. I'd like to introduce Ms. Argentina Cruz, who is the President of the Parents Association of Public School 173. Sitting next to Ms. Cruz is Mr. Jerry Silverstein, who is a math teacher at our school. And finally, at the end, representing our incoming president, who is not able to be here today. Her last name, I'm sorry. Solange Barak. I'd just like to say a few words of welcome. I'd like to thank all the parents who've come today to see this very special event in their children's lives. Your support throughout their years at 173 have made this day possible. I would like to ask you to continue supporting them in whatever they choose to do as far as school, intermediate school, high school, and on to college. Be there for them, support them, and encourage them. They have the potential to do a great deal if we all help. So parents, please continue to show the support you have in the past and the future. I would like to say a few words of thanks also to our teachers, who without them this day would not be possible either. The teachers from kindergarten through 5th grade, the specials, the reading people, the ESL teachers. Every one of them had a part in your education. And every one of them, Mr. Reed, Mr. Royal, Mr. Papa George, Ms. Varghese, and all the other teachers who have made graduating class at 173. And ironically, you were my first class. So we have been together these 6 years. And in these 6 years, I think we've all grown. I know I've grown. And I look out at you and I see how you have grown. You have matured into beautiful and handsome young women and young men. Please take everything you have learned here at 173 with you. Use what you have learned here in middle school and in high school, college and graduate school. You have all the tools you need to make a success of yourselves. Take what you have learned, use it, grow with it, and come back in 15 or 20 years and say, I've done it, I've made it, look at me. Because that's what we in education look for. We look for your successes. Because when you succeed, we know we have succeeded. So take today, take your lives, and make them very, very special. And I will always love you. Thank you.
My name is Jason Saraj. My parents come from Pakistan. I only speak Hindi. My name is Jason Saraj. My family comes from Pakistan. I only speak Spanish. My name is Elisa Mendoza. My family comes from Peru. I only speak Spanish. My name is Abigail Quiroz. My family comes from Mexico. I only speak Spanish and English.
My name is Selwyn Morgan. My family comes from Guyana. I only speak English.
My name is Lourdes Figueroa. My family comes from the Dominican Republic. I only speak Spanish. My name is Jency Jananas. My family comes from Hawaii. I only speak Hawaii. My name is Nancy Ma. My family comes from China. I always speak Chinese. My name is Jesus Morales. My family comes from Cuba and I always speak Spanish and English. My name is Ram Gigi. My parents come from Yugoslavia. I only speak English, Albanian, and Yugoslavian. My name is Julie Brown. My family comes from Panama. I only speak Spanish. My name is Daniel Monte. My mother comes from Italy. I only speak Italian and English. My name is Stephanie Mann. My family comes from Trinidad. I only speak English. My name is Stephanie Ricardo. My family comes from Chile. I only speak Spanish and English. My name is Alexander Romero. My family comes from Ecuador. I only speak Spanish and English. My name is Christina Hardy. My family comes from Egypt. I only speak Arabic and English. My name is Ana Diaz. My family comes from Colombia. I only speak Spanish. My name is Patrice Stewart. My family tu camino solo existe la tristeza y el canto amargo de la soledad completa. Si este no encuentras alegría que mantiene, buscaré algo más allá de las estrellas.
Today is a very special day for all of us. And boys and girls, remember yesterday, just before you left at the end of the day, I talked to you about our very special guest speaker today, telling you that when she was a little girl, just a young child, just like you are, and she grew up in this neighborhood. She went to PS 173. Her mother worked here as a paraprofessional. And she went on to high school, college, graduate school, law school. She was a very successful attorney and also headed the Landmarks Preservation Department. I don't know if I have it correct, but you can correct me, of the current city administration. And recently she was elected to the position as president of Hunter College of the city of New York. We are deeply honored today to have with us once a student at PS 173 and now president of Hunter College. May I introduce to you Ms. Kaity Graduation.
Thank you so much, Principal Orvis, Vice Principal O'Neill, students. In Harry Potter, we had Nancy Drew. In fact, there were a lot of things we didn't have. There was no internet, no computers, no AOL, no Nick.com, no VCRs, no color televisions. I know you really look shocked. And you know how many channels we had? We're lucky. 13. Little applause. Let me sit down. All right, I have a question. What's the greatest thing about PS 173?
Thanks for this wonderful address. I am sure if each of the children could come up and hug you, they would. And thank you for your words of hope and encouragement. And we look forward to it. But in 2034, I know there are many of you out there that will hopefully witness that, or maybe even before, a student coming as a guest speaker.
All
The Presidential Award, which is the highest award, is for two outstanding students. This award is presented to Samantha Mayra of Class 501 and Stephen Bittler of Class 501. And New Citizens of Thereby, Class 521. Now, Mr. Jerry Silverstein, our UFT chairperson, will announce the awards sponsored by the United Federation of Teachers.
The UFT English Language Arts Council Award for Outstanding Achievement in English and Language Arts go to Alexander Valerio of 501 and Patrice Stewart of 502. Unan Zhao, 504 Isis Rojas, and 521 Joe Mundial.
May I add, because Mr. Silverstein is our outstanding math teacher, as well as Ms. Chiak.
Mendez, 502, Ana Diaz, 521, and Stephanie Gutierrez, 502.
Joseph Rodriguez, Class 504, Eduardo Casanova, Class 506, Manuel Negro, Class 506, Renee Checo, Class 521, John Mary Tavares, Class 522, and Daisy Lugani of Class Ms. 1. This year, the New York City Elementary School Principals Association Award for special recognition goes to Merle Santana of Class 501. Class 522. introduce the matter.
What we would like all of you to do is to follow Alfred's example. And Alfred's example was, first of all, to find something that you really love to do with your life. Whatever it is, whether you like to draw, whether you like to play basketball, whether you want to be a teacher, we want you to find that passion in your life. And after you found it, we want you to pursue it. We want you to go after it and get as good at that job as you possibly could be, so that people will consider you to be an expert in your profession. If you can do those two things, you will have accomplished a lot. But if you can do the third thing, you will really be special. And that is to take your knowledge and freely share it with others. To make others as aware of your feelings and your passion and your knowledge as you feel about that topic. And Alfred Isabaka, who originally owned a card store on Dyckman Avenue, and then, following his dream, opened up an art gallery on 88th Street and Madison Avenue, New York City, and became one of the most respected art dealers in the world. And Alfred loved to share his joy of learning with everybody, including myself and including people who had some of the world's greatest art collections. And it's my wife's pleasure and my pleasure to today inaugurate the Alfred Isabaka Award, representing the ideal of love of learning and willingness to share knowledge. And I'd like to ask my wife and Alfred's wife, Carmen, and daughter, Audrey, to come up on stage and present the first Alfred Isabaka Award. And there is something in this envelope that we hope the winner will use for future education. The winner of the first Alfred Isabaka Award is Dariara Antonio of 502.
Mrs. Cruz, our outgoing PA and president, would like to say a few words to us now.
Buenos días a todos. Ay, qué felicidad. Now I will speak in Spanish. You know, everybody speaks English now, that's my turn. Yo quiero decirle algo muy importante a los padres, y es que hoy, como ustedes vinieron a ver la graduación de sus hijos, asimismo yo quiero que ustedes se involucren en la educación de sus hijos y que vengan día a día, cada vez que tengan reuniones, la asociación de padres, vayan a la escuela para que ustedes se enteren de lo que está pasando con sus hijos. Hoy ustedes están viendo el resultado de la graduación de sus hijos, pero si ustedes comienzan desde pre-K hasta el final de la escuela, ustedes van a saber qué pasa con sus hijos. Eso es muy importante, porque nosotros los padres tenemos que ayudar a nuestros hijos, porque ellos son el futuro. Así que tenganlo presente, por favor. Es un favor, porque es para el bien de todos. Ahora, yo quiero dar un agradecimiento a nombre de la Asociación de Padres de la Escuela 173 a 3 personas que no tienen hijo en esta escuela y siempre vienen a ayudarnos a ver qué pasa, qué necesitan. Yo quiero, por favor, en primer lugar, que pase la directiva de la Asociación de Padres, Camelia Raymond my last graduation because next year I'm going to be a pre-K teacher. But my heart will always be here with you. And I'm going to miss graduation the most. I love you all. Yo estoy trabajando aquí, vine aquí a esta escuela a ayudar a coger estrés, como decimos. Y esta placa es para Camelia Reyes. Muchas gracias.
La Asociación de Padres y de los niños, y en especial de los niños violinistas de quinto grado, que son los que han pasado los 6 años con ella, pues entregamos ese pequeño recuerdo, una fuente, ya que es una fuente de sabiduría y que día a día con un jardinero fue regando esa sabiduría un poquito en la cabeza de nuestros niños. Mrs. Connor, te agradecemos muchísimo.
Stephanie Mendez, class 502. Lourdes Figueroa, class 503. Francina Galvin, class 503. Katie Modesta, class 504. Isis Rojas, class 504. Ruben Brizuela, class 505. Suhad Hazija, class 505. Sari Hunt, class 505. Leslie Pelaz, class 505. Andrea Torres, class 505. Stephanie Manaran, class 506. Aldo Batista, class 521. And Vincent Zabergali, class 521. Boys and girls, each year, the highest achieving student in each 5th grade class, his name is engraved on a challenge and change for you. If you have done well to this point, the only course to take is that course that you've been taking all along, to continue to do well. If you have not done as well as you would have liked, now is the time to change. Strive for excellence and take an active part in your own education. By doing so, you will discover the joy and power of knowledge, a gift that will sustain you for a lifetime of learning. May I also express appreciation and congratulations to the parents, the grandparents, the friends that were here today for your cooperation and support throughout the years. We thank you for working with us. Children need direction. Please continue to listen to them, speak with them, so that they can profit from your experience, your maturity, and so that the bonds of love and understanding over the years can continue to deepen. As the years go by, may you enjoy the company and success of your children. I personally would like to thank all of the 5th grade teachers and special teachers who have worked with the children this year. Mrs. Orr has acknowledged you, but there's something else I would like to say at this point. This year, 2 of our teachers who have been on 5th grade for a number of years and have been most instrumental in coordinating this farewell assembly are leaving to go on to other assignments. So we wish Mrs. Arroyo and Mrs. Hackmeyer the very best. We'll miss them, but we wish you the best in all your future endeavors. We are very proud of our music teachers, but we're very sad this year in that we're happy for him that he's going on, but we feel sad that Mr. Flory is leaving us to go on to further study. We wish him the very best, and we hope he'll consider returning to the Our best wishes to go with our guidance counselor, Mrs. Diana Berger, who will be taking us about for further study. And we look forward to her return in 2010. To Mrs. Orvis, our principal, our sincere appreciation for serving as our leader and for supporting us throughout the years. You have been with us for the past 6 years, just enough time, boys and girls, to see you mature, grow, and graduate. This farewell assembly is particularly nostalgic for us, since Mrs. Orvis and Rush have been our key words. Never forget them. Respect for yourself and respect for others. Try always to cooperate for what is just and right. Make education a lifelong pursuit. Study hard, work hard, feel good about yourself, and be good to those around you. I don't like to say goodbye. It has a certain sense of finality for me. So I say it another way. It is with these words of caring that we wish you well, or said just one more way, may you farewell.
clear the aisle. You have to let them through. No tiene que dejar que pasen.
Will be rewarded with the tape. If you can climb even higher. Envision it. Your success is in the making. If you trust the winner within you, you will win. If you can keep your courage, you will go so far. If you follow your mission, your course will guide you toward a ladder that can guide you to your stars. If you don't put limits on yourself, you can always keep striving. You might amaze yourself with what you discover you can do. If you want to reach out for happiness, don't ever forget these words. You can go as far as your dreams can take you. Thank you. Give some 73, will miss you.
Buenos días, señora Orfe, señora O'Neill, maestros, padres, estudiantes e invitados. Quiero comentar rápidamente nuestra experiencia en esta escuela. Cuando pienso en la experiencia en esta escuela, me doy cuenta que todo lo bueno de mi vida está relacionado con los pasillos de esta escuela. Entonces, aunque estoy emocionada pensando en las nuevas experiencias que me esperan en la escuela intermedia, dejo con mucha tristeza a esta escuela, sabiendo que voy a dejar un lugar que ha sido como mi casa. Agradezco a mis padres, maestros y les deseo mucha suerte a mis compañeros. Gracias.
The 5th grade graduating class of 2001 is proud to announce that we are donating a series of biography books to the school library, and thanks for all the wonderful education we've received here at PS 173. Ms. Rams, the class of 2001, thanks you for coming to our closing exercise today and serving as our guest speaker. We wish you success as president of Hunter College.
Ms. Orphans, the class of 2001 thanks you for guiding us as our principal here at PS 173. We wish you health, happiness, and success in all that you do in the future. We love you and will miss you.
Girls.
Our very fine program, if I do say so. The teachers have worked so hard on this, and they are to be complimented. The students were just exemplary, and we are very grateful for all that everyone has done to make this event a joyous and successful one. Parents,
move over,
we
please.
have one request.
Move over, parents.
Now, may we ask you to please
Move over,
remain
please.
seated until our principal, Mrs. Orifice, along with our distinguished guests, exit the auditorium. And to Mrs. Orifice, may we ask you now to please lead out your final graduating class from PS 173.
Silvia.
And your guests. Ms.
Ahí está, no tiene que pegarlo. ¿O tú la quieres? ¿Quién no le da? Entonces tú le das el botoncito rojo.
Yo encontré.
Ella va, yo graba que nos grabe a nosotros ahí. Grábalo ahí. ¡Qué pajón! Bad hair day.
Stop! It's not my bad hair day. It's Rafaelito's bad hair day.
Rafaelito, miren las flores. Grábalo ahí. Hermano, usted se feo. Qué feo.